even in winter things tend to freeze. We got the world monopoly on trees, and our country's bordered by 3 different seas.
Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. We invented the zipper, we got expertise. We made insulin to combat disease. Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please.
We're together, monarchy, the U.S. has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. Friends together, wine and cheese, koalas, chill with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian.
Ici, ce n'était pas assez. On a deux langues officielles, l'anglais et le français. Ouh là là.
Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. Where else do you find mounted police or go to the hospital and not pay fees? I know that you wanna be Canadian, please.
And when fresh water's in high demand, we got the world's largest supply on hand. So you know that we can make a pretty good friend, but it's even better if you can be
Together, monarchy, the U.S. has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. Friends together, wine and cheese, koalas, chill with the Aussies, but I know that
Well, hello there, hey bud. Hey there, hey bud. It's our Canada Day hate stream, hey?
Yeah.
Oh, and then my phone
Yeah.
just goes off because my mom needs to call me right now, right? Hey. So I'm gonna go grab that. If you don't mind, just talking. I know that's loud.
Yeah,
right?
I don't mind. Britt! Hey, Britt!
Hello.
Hello, girl! Long time no see. Holy shit! Hi! Holy crap!
Here you be.
Alrighty, eh? So, it's Canada there, eh? And we're supposed to do the thing. How have you been, girl? I have been,
He is calling me.
alive and pissing people off as usual. How about you? How's it going there, bud?
Yeah, I don't know you. Damn.
Ooh. Uh-oh. I realized that my girl hasn't muted herself, and I'm wondering if I should do that. Killer box. Blue. Persons. Yeah. I haven't seen Red Feather yet. Wonder what she's up to.
Children's, probably. Maybe
It's
garden.
probably the children's. Yeah, that's right.
It is Friday or the 4th of July weekend. She's probably drunk on a beach somewhere.
Hi,
And
Blue.
by the
Hi,
way,
Brit.
hey baby.
Beach somewhere.
And by the way, hey baby girl.
Hello. Sixer, hello. How you doing?
Hydra. Hail Hydra.
I gotta do more arm lifts. I'm not liking this. I was wearing my Canadian shirt, see? But my camera doesn't cover that shit because it's cheap. I don't want to be a hoe either, so I'm not doing that more than once. Anyone who saw that, you got lucky.
Sit on a couple of books. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Except that you forgot to stretch your arms backwards so the titties pop out a little.
Oh, like this? Yeah. You know, it's the one way I could do
Yeah.
my arms where I don't have water wings because I lost too much weight. I gotta do arm lifts and stuff.
Water wings, you know? If you swayed them back and forth, you could fan yourself.
Right? I don't have hairs under there, guys. I shave. Because I'm not a weirdo. I mean, on occasion I do miss stuff. The thing is, BG, I'm going to tell you a secret about blondes. We have hidden ninja hairs. I've always kind of admired this about women who have brown hair, darker hair, because you can see yours. But I'll shave my leg,
Going to
right?
vomit now, thank you.
You're welcome. I go to shave everything.
You are talking to the blind girl that can't see her very dark.
Yeah, but you haven't been blind your entire life. I know you had moments where you could see your legs and you had to shave too.
True. Yeah, it's true.
They-
Except I'm native, so I'm naturally a Sasquatch.
Yeah, a lot of people are. A lot of people come from that it's not that white people aren't hairy though. We really, really are. And depending on who you are, it doesn't matter, what color, you still got the hair. It's just some people shave, some people don't. I've seen a ginger, I've seen my fair share of ginger Sasquatches. I have.
Gingers. We were just talking about gingers today. Arms Killer is into the redheads that can step on his balls.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I have to say I'm okay with that.
Well, I know one girl who's like that, but unfortunately she's already taken. Eve used to do a pretty decent ginger with the heels and you know the
Wait,
kicks with the furs.
you know a ginger that wants people to step on her balls? Well, modern year and all that.
Hi, Scotty.
Wait, Britt, you live in France now?
Hmm. Yeah, that's true. France does have this thing about being hairy and being proud of being hairy. Actually, I heard they were rather proud of it. Like the hairier the dude, the more they're like, "Look at my hair, my sexy hair," and you're like, "You kind of smell bad."
Actually, Britt, if you don't mind me saying, we both shared a place of ham.
Watch a French dude like pops and is like, "Hey, bitch." I'm exaggerating. I don't think all French people are like that. It's just a
Oh no,
stereotype is a
no. We
stereotype.
shared ham. So Birmingham, Pakenham. We're both from places of ham.
I'm from the
Just
place
so you
of
know.
beef. Legit, I got called cowgirl because of Calgary all the time. So I like mine. It was kind of like a trade up.
I need to turn up me? The loud one?
I mean,
I
ham is
gotta
good.
turn up
You know,
the
ham and pigs are
mic?
good friends. So are ham and chickens and chickens and cows. They're all friends together on my plate. But I like the beef here.
Okay.
She's from Birmingham. That always, I've talked to you before too, but I'm one of those people that I'm still trying to mentally record the accents because Britain has so many different ones. So does Australia, so does Canada, so does the US, and it's always kind of, let's see if I can actually remember this time this regional sound because I recognize it from somewhere, but I get the names backwards.
Alright, I can fix the volume problem by turning on my kitty cat headphones. Yeah. I can do this. 1 minute. Okay. Okay, turn on my phone. Okay, now I'm in here on my phone, but if I want to, I can just, oh shit, I'm in the wrong place. Oh shit, son of a beanbag. Okay. It,
Yeah, she's got kitty headphones. They're cute.
there we go. Now I've got the kitty headphones. Now I just gotta make sure that Discord is picking up my kitty mic.
Well, we can hear you. So I don't know about
Okay. I don't
people
know if it's
watching
picking
the
up.
stream. How are you with hearing BG? Are you hearing her okay with their kitty headphones?
Okay, wait, do you hear this?
No.
Good. Okay, it's picking up the right headphone then. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Jan's brother.
He's
I
been
also heard that.
Yeah, he's been very vocal with his friends lately, and I let it go because he's having fun, and I have two things technically recording. Technically, I got my mic and then I got my video, and I didn't realize that my video came with its own mic, and I was like, oh, I know there's a way to turn that shit off. I'm just I'm not bothering with that right now.
Wait, you think I sound worse now?
No, I'm not talking about you. We were talking about the feedback from my brother.
No, in chat they said,
Oh.
BG, you now sound worse.
Oh, well, you know what? I could try to turn her up on Discord because that could just be Discord. Yeah, that's probably just Discord. All right, try again.
Okay, hello.
Oh my God, that was loud.
Oh shit.
No, you're good. That was me. I'm going to turn that down a little more. I hope you guys got that.
Okay.
I turned it back down. It's all good. It's all good. You should be good now.
Wow, LOL, go back to kitty.
No, it went louder. Oh my God.
Oh
Discord,
my god.
it's not your fault. This is Discord being a piece of shit. Discord, you suck.
TC. Hey everyone. I thought you went to bed, dude.
He did, but he's probably laying in bed listening to us. It's a weird thing to go to sleep to. You're going to be like, I'm dreaming of weird Canadianness, and I'm not even from that country. But you know what? Eskimos and seals. Batman really loves the fact that I've picked up this seal avatar. So he's picked up this baseball bat avatar.
Hey, seals, the original party, baby seals, the original party animal. They love to go clubbing.
Right?
Oh wait, that's the other way around.
He says it too. He says that too. You guys are friends, I can tell. But yeah, I've been trying to pull a little bit more Canadian today, and I have no shames to it. Screw you, Trudeau. I will happily be Canadian, and I stand by everybody's right to protest, regardless of how they feel about you. Because that shouldn't be it shouldn't be a distract. It shouldn't be a reason to be illegal. Sorry.
Oh well.
Otherwise, he'd be in prison right now, because I think he's protested several things while hating Stephen Harper. So, like, I don't know how that works. What makes you illegal now? What actually makes you illegal now?
I don't know. What does?
What part of that makes it illegal, sir? That's not democratic. Even.
No, it's really not. Okay. I think I'm on the right microphone. I think.
Mhm.
Maybe. What's the USB one?
I don't know. You sound good though. I mean, like, for me anyway. I don't know. Who is the man talking? That would be Trucker Matt. Say hi, Trucker.
Yeah, that's Trucker.
Oh, if you hear,
know.
if you do hear shouting in the background, my brother is playing games with his friends. He plays Project Zomboid with people. And
Wait. Who didn't recognize my voice?
Brit.
Hence the whole "Hey baby girl" at the beginning there.
And now she's finally like Trucker Daddy. Trucker.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the only other voice I could think of might be my brother, but yeah, he's in another room playing Project Zomboid. So I'm echoing from somebody.
It might be me.
It's okay. It's okay. Dude, there's nothing wrong with double BGs.
Oh, so Britt was in the toilet not long ago. Okay, that explains it. Drying your hair off actually can, obfuscate your hearing a little bit.
And I am high. I wish I was high. I swore off pot over a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I can't remember how long it is now, but I regret it.
Yeah, but that's because you're broke.
No, I just got paid yesterday. Or today. Yeah, so technically.
She said not pot. THC.
Oh.
That's still pot.
Yeah, that's pot.
THC comes from pot plants.
Pot. Yeah.
She's eating the gummy bears with the really funny looking smiley face.
I like the Sour Patch Kids edibles. They're nice. Just because they taste like Sour Patch Kids and give you the kick at the same time.
They don't do that.
Never let my wife hear about those.
They're kind of not legal, or I'd send them to you.
Yeah, she'd be on a list if she did that. Just because your federal is a little different when it comes to your pot laws.
Oh, it's not even that. It's not legal in Canada. These Sour Patch gummies aren't legal. They're from the res.
So they're probably like 20 or 30 proof.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they do
Dude.
stuff. You don't need to eat 3 of them to get you high.
No, you only need 1. But I like 2 or 3 whenever Skittles is around for obvious reasons.
You know, Cryptic, if you got that high on rice, you'd be constipated. Or diabetic.
Maybe he's got auto-brewery syndrome.
You know, I was watching...
Oh,
no, sorry. I was interrupting
just saying, you ever hear that one? Your body turns starch into alcohol on its own.
Yeah. He is constipated.
He's just saying that. Alright, let's see. There we go. Go here. Then go here. I'm talking to myself.
Kinda, but that's okay.
I've been doing that all day.
Nah, you're a parent. That's we all do. I'm not a parent, but when I had cats, and sometimes I did.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, go away. I was reading something that pissed me off. Fuck off. I mean, it's not hard to read something that pisses me off, but this headline.
It must be a Tuesday.
Exactly. Vegan woman kills son with diet of only raw fruit and vegetables. A bullet is all I need for that woman.
Cryptic, I could see how you get written up at work. Is if you have shared toilets with the ladies, and then you go and take a shit first, and the ladies go in afterwards, and you're like, I was sexually assaulted by that Asian man. His turd smelled like Vietnamese food.
Although, I do have something very interesting. Good guy with a gun.
All right.
A homeowner shoots an intruder, and guess how fucking old this guy is?
The homeowner or the intruder?
The homeowner.
70s?
93.
Oh, that's bad.
Go, Grandpa.
Fucking A. Grandpa, go. Yeah. Oh, I gotta read this, because this is just good to hear. When 93-year-old Joe Teague. Oh my god, he's an LA homeowner. A Los Angeles home was broken into. He leaps into action to defend himself and his property, and he won. 93-year-old man still here, intruder not. That's right, good guy with gun.
Wait. I bet you I know something.
Mm-hmm.
Does it say when this burglary happened?
Probably somewhere.
I was gonna say, if it was within the last 3 days, we
It
know
is.
exactly. It is.
Yes.
If it's within the last 3 days, we know exactly how that burglar. We know exactly how that burglar chose that man's house.
Okay.
Because the state of California accidentally released all the information of all the gun owners in the state.
You would think, though, that if they knew that this guy has a gun, they would not rob his place.
Yeah, well, nobody ever said he was smart.
Attempts at peaceful resolution came up fruitless, and when the intruders attacked him, Teague grabbed his gun.
Well,
according to ABC News, Teague said he approached them to put them under citizen's arrest, explaining that they ignored him and proceeded to throw things and attack him.
Hi, credible threat.
One suspect used a fishing pole. Are you fucking kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Who brings a fishing pole to a gunfight?
You know what? Fishing pole, firearms, at least it's still an outdoor sport.
Donation!
Oh my god.
Donation!
Lucky Charms donation.
I once
shoved a whole plate of curry up my bum. I shouldn't have ordered extra spicy and chunky potatoes.
I'm not reading the rest of that.
You live and you learn.
Screw you.
Next time, I will
That's
order
gross.
only mild.
Yeah, screw you.
That's gross.
Also, you're being really really poor there. Don't just use potatoes in your curry. Use proper meat. Don't
Credible threat.
Don't be a vegetarian if you don't have to. That's sad.
Wait, where's the Batman? The Batman is here? Where?
Is he?
Credible threat said the Batman.
Oh.
But I don't know where the Batman is.
No, because he would have snuck in here
In the
already if he
Batcave.
was here.
Where is the Batman?
He might be sleeping. He's been taking naps lately, or sleeping somewhat. Yeah.
At
At least that's what he said. That's what he said to Pat. Anyway, the last day.
He is old. Yeah, so, and funny enough, this old guy thinks like I do, and how I know this is because the next line says, It was just like somebody comes to a gunfight with a pocket knife, he said of the pole-wielding intruder. Teague held the group at gunpoint as he called the police and awaited their arrival. When officers showed up on scene, they discovered that one of the intruders, 33-year-old Joseph Ortega, had been shot. He was taken to the hospital in critical condition. Good, you shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
At the Washington Examiner, as they report, an investigation into the incident is ongoing. However, authorities have established that several individuals, including Ortega, were inside Teague's property when a shooting occurred. Thusly, fuck off. Old man wins, you gone, don't do it. And it was 12:30 in the afternoon on a Thursday. So that was yesterday.
Yeah.
Who does that? Come on now. They parked at the curb and then they were back, kicked the door open, and they went in. Teague told ABC News, adding that there were ladies and men. I love how I didn't say gentlemen. That's good. You transphobe. Teague, a retired plumber and musician, said that break-ins have increased as of late in the neighborhood, adding that when one takes place, he's had problems with police even showing up. So naturally, he's like, I'm going to take the great equalizer, and I'm going to say, fuck y'all! This man is my hero. He looks like Osama bin Laden, but this guy's my hero.
Hey, listen, sometimes you can find things in common with people you don't think that you could. And that's the bridge. It's the starting of the bridge. But
That's a bit. That when it comes to firearms in the U.S. at this point, that's actually a big misconception a lot of people have. It take people, the racist people like Joy Behar on The View, sit there and say, well, what happens when blacks get guns? She says you'll find, gun control laws will be passed real quick. Actually, the funny part is, 9 times out of 10, if you're at a range and, if it's a couple white people and a black guy walks in, they'll everybody will shake everybody else's hand and say, what do you got? Oh, I got a 9mm. How about you? I got a 45.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like if a black person comes in who's got an interest in guns, it's almost like right away you realize that this is a guy you have something in common with.
Mm-hmm.
And you almost become buddies with a person like that because, oh my god, things that you have in common become more important.
Oh.
They keep,
yeah.
This is that division thing they keep doing. Like, oh, we need a diverse, blah, 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 inclusion. But you push away everybody based off of things they actually have in common.
What's wild is, who my favorite, I'll tell you who my favorite YouTuber for Pew Pew stuff is.
Oh, yeah?
Colion Noir.
Okay.
Yeah. Black guy. Lawyer. Lives in Dallas. Hell of a guy.
I can
Loves Black Rifle Coffee. Likes Black Rifle Coffee.
Yes.
By the way,
even though Black Rifle Coffee may be bankrupt.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I feel for people who might have actually
Ow.
just liked the coffee, because a lot of people did buy into it because of the politics, and then they were like, yeah, it was good coffee. My understanding is it was actually really good coffee.
The Silencer Smooth is a very good coffee.
There's a point where you're like, man, I really don't appreciate you playing me for politics. I did want to support you because of the vet stuff, but backstabbing us is not really very vet friendly, I don't think.
Well, the thing was, it's a matter of they said something stupid,
Mm-hmm.
They said something stupid to begin with when the virtue signal crowd decided to start going after him because of a T-shirt that Kyle Rittenhouse was wearing,
Mhm.
and they said something stupid on that. But when their own supporters started calling them out for saying something stupid, they started doubling down and tripling down on it.
Mhm.
That's when you got a problem.
Mhm.
Yep. And yet, I still like their coffee.
Oh, but BG, did you hear about what happened to the Halifax bank?
Yes.
Oh, they're tanking it. Don't ever tell a customer, oh, if you don't like it here, get the fuck out. Because you know what they'll do? They'll get the fuck
Get the
out.
fuck out! And so will the rest of their friends.
Yes. You know, and even some of the responses were even pretty reasonable to what they were going for. Like, they want to put they thems on their name tags, and it's like for people who aren't even they them. So it's like you're false virtue signaling to people who don't care, who are talking about their funds, which they're very concerned about right now because we're limited on them. So if you're going to tell me to get the fuck out of your business, I need those funds, so I'll go take it elsewhere. And they have other problems too. So like, yeah, I'm gonna be a big mouth asshole when I have problems. That sounds like a good way to make money.
You know what
Isn't the
else
main
is
reason? Isn't the main reason they still exist is because they got a bailout several years back?
A lot of money went to bailing them out. Yes, I saw that and I was like, I was really young for that. That would have pissed me off back then if I understood what they were talking about. Now that I'm older, it still pisses me off.
Yep.
Actually, it makes me more mad.
You know what else pisses me off? This headline. This headline is gonna make y'all go the fuck. Teen accused of murdering sister says she would have killed someone sooner to get McDonald's breakfast.
The fuck?
Right? After receiving a McDonald's meal from police, a Pennsylvania teen accused of murder said she would have killed someone sooner if she knew she'd be given fast food.
Okay.
Yeah.
She must be pretty desperate, actually. I don't know her situation. I'm basing this off of an interview I saw from somebody who was from some ghetto in the US. I can't remember the city, so lots of those. But she talked like that. Like such a lack of empathy because every moment in her life she's never known what love is. So yeah, I don't know this girl's situation, but that's the kind of response I would expect from somebody who's kind of like that.
Well, it says 16-year-old Claire Miller allegedly stabbed her disabled older sister with a knife at their Pennsylvania Mannheim Township, Pennsylvania home. Wow. On Tuesday, a hearing was held to determine whether Miller would be tried as an adult. And it was then that police revealed what she had said. At that point, I would be like, do you really think she's even sane enough for a trial? If you're actually like, dude, I would kill for McDonald's and I mean it.
Mm-hmm. For the record, when I say ghetto, it doesn't necessarily mean black person. If anyone heard that and was like automatically black person, I'm gonna give you a look because up here, most of our ghettos are white. We have maybe one or two that are maybe black. We don't have a big black community. You might have natives though. Sorry, native girl.
To be fair,
she's a white girl.
To be fair, where she is, there's 2 McDonald's within 30 miles.
Yeah. Upon receiving her breakfast, Martin claims she said, "Oh, McDonald's. I would have killed someone sooner if I knew I was going to get McDonald's."
Mm-hmm.
Martin also pointed out that Miller's ringtone was the theme song from the movie Halloween, adding that while she was in her detention cell, her phone went off and she admitted to police that Michael Myers, her sister, who suffered from cerebral palsy and was wheelchair bound. Oh, Jesus Christ. During the hearing, psychiatrists testified arguing that Miller suffered from psychosis, depression, and anxiety. The other two, it's like, yeah, okay, but psychosis, yeah, no shit.
Just a
Well, the whole
little.
depression, saying she suffered from, depression and anxiety. Well, that was already established at the very beginning of the article when it said it was a white girl. Just saying.
And claimed to have heard voices the night of the murder. As the Post reports, Miller's parents are hoping that their daughter does not end up in jail.
Does their daughter have a TikTok? I know that sounds weird, but sometimes you look those up and you kind of get a lot of clues to what was actually kind of going on. I know TikTok's kind of lame and they're kind of going down the hill real quick here, especially in the US. I hear you guys are getting rid of that shit. But I would suspect look at her TikTok.
Well, of course. I mean, of course it was good. The funny part is, remember back when Trump wanted to ban TikTok and everybody was all raising all hell, and now they want to ban it?
It's spyware. Oh yeah, it's spyware. It's still spyware. I thought they said it wasn't anymore, and then now it is again. I'm like, you know what? If I knew it was spyware, I actually would have gotten one. Not because I would have put like private stuff on there, but so I could have put something really gross. Like what they're seeing in China for a lot of TikTok. I mean, most of TikTok isn't what you see on libs of TikTok. It really isn't. But
No.
If I was Chinese seeing that, I'd be like, look, my plans of making North America go crazy is working.
The thing about TikTok is their algorithm is actually is pretty fair. It's not like Twitter or Facebook where it's all curated. The algorithm for TikTok actually will sit and determine what you like and what you don't like and show you more stuff. That's where all these little nicknames of subgroups on TikTok come from. Stuff like pagan talk, kink talk, trucker talk. In the case of SJW is retard talk, but
You're not wrong, but I would counter and say I would have killed someone sooner for some McDonald's. Tells me she doesn't really understand that she's done something wrong. And of course, the parents. I'm giving the parents a side eye right now because they're going, we love the both of them, Miller's mother said, referring to her and her deceased sister, Helen. I know Claire did not mean to do this. We lost Helen, but we don't want to lose Claire too. She didn't know what she was doing. Okay, you know what? No accountability here, huh? None? And you'll wonder why she's insane.
You know what? If I lived in a town where the average road speed is 5 miles an hour because they Amish buggies, I might kill somebody too. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, there's usually. I don't like pointing fingers at parents all the time because it's not always the parents. Sometimes the kids just batshit out crazy out of hell. But sometimes you look at the parents and you're like, I can kind of see where this happened. Like, I don't see exactly where it started, but I can see where this happened.
This reaction of don't put her in jail, she didn't mean to do this, when she's killed her disabled sister and said she would have done it sooner for McDonald's.
Yeah, I would be maybe not asking for jail time, but at least can you put her somewhere where she can get some psychological help?
Institutionalization really is not a bad word at this point.
Like,
because I don't think she's safe to be in society anymore. I think she's proven that.
Yeah.
I just gotta wonder something at this point. She would have killed somebody. She would have killed somebody earlier for McDonald's. Mom and Dad say that. Well, okay, Mom says that she loves them both and she didn't think the girl did it. Anybody else getting "I'm a vegan" vibes from this? And voted for Biden?
Not off the
Speaking of
bat.
TikTok,
Possibly. Sure.
TikTok bans the Babylon Bee with no way to appeal.
They're
For
too
what?
funny for their TikToks.
Let's find out what they did. All right, let's see. Babylon Bee, what did you do? You're not on Twitter now and TikTok. What did you do? On Friday, today, popular satirical website The Babylon Bee was banned from TikTok with no reason given as to why the banning occurred. Replying to a screenshot posted on Twitter of the Babylon Bee's now banned TikTok page, the company's social media manager said the Babylon Bee got banned on TikTok without being given a reason and with no option to appeal.
That's crap.
Okay. What did you post before you were banned? Let's see. The editor-in-chief, Kyle Mann, said that the site was permabanned and that the Chinese-owned social media app did not say why. China doesn't like the bee either.
You know what?
Let's
Did they make a joke about Tiananmen Square? Because China really doesn't like those.
see. CEO Seth Dillon noted the banning in a post listing out various social media banning that have occurred with both their company as well as the popular Twitter account Libs of TikTok. Okay. Let's see. This isn't the first time that the Babylon Bee has been banned from a social media platform. You don't say. In March, the Babylon Bee's Twitter account was suspended for a post regarding transgender assistant health secretary Rachel Levine.
Oh God, him.
Yeah. Let's see. Dillon said that under no circumstances would the outlets delete the tweet that got them banned, and the account has been inactive since the March banning. And TikTok, they don't know what they did. So there's no statement yet on what they could have possibly fucking done. But, okie dokie. Let's see.
So it's looking on here like the last thing Babylon Bee posted before they got banned was a video where it says that's titled "Satan Reacts to Roe versus Wade Being Overturned."
So China wants more aborted babies?
For
Well, remember
North
China-
America, maybe.
Remember, China was the country that for quite a while had a one-child policy.
They upped that though because they have a problem with that. Like they did it a little too much for a little too long. So I
Yeah.
could see them pushing that on us, and to be honest, I think they kind of have. Low key, it's not just them though. They're not alone in this fight against the West. But
What is Vanguard?
I don't know.
In which respect?
Yeah.
I don't know. It says Vanguard holds family-friendly drag queen show with kids. Funds abortion and DEI initiatives. What's DEI?
Drag Education Initiative, I guess. I don't know.
I guess. What's Vanguard?
Well, Arms is
Several
saying,
different
"Oh God,
there's several
why?"
companies in
So,
several industries that
do you know what this is, Arms? Because you can always tell us.
Vanguard.
investment management company.
Oh, so totally political then.
Mhm.
Not
One of the
surprised.
largest investment management companies in the world has launched company-wide initiatives to push pride, abortion, and DEI on employees, their families, and children, with $7.2 million in assets under management. Vanguard is rivaled only by the infamous BlackRock. Okay. In documents obtained by Human Events Daily's Jack Posobiec,
Mhm.
from a whistleblower, and given the post-millennial, it is revealed that Vanguard asked families, including those with children, to attend a drag show put on by the company in honor of Pride Month, which ended yesterday, thank fucking God. In one post made by Vanguard Chief of Staff, whatever the fuck his name, Shaker, members of the company's Women's Initiative for Leadership Success, WILS, were invited to a spectacular pride event.
Mhm.
You mean that erases women?
Yeah, they're trying to bring back the angry women who are mad about Roe and Wade, despite the fact that it's not even our country and it didn't change anything yet. Hasn't yet. But if it does, people can kind of learn about how their Americans actually work. You know, the U.S. Has a lot of Americans who don't seem to know how they work either. Kind of like us. We really don't know how we work either. It's kind of amazing when Count Dankula became a Supreme Court justice overnight, and he's from Scotland, and he's like what, mid-30s?
That was glorious.
I love that. Every second of that. I support that man. He is my hero. You should elect Dank for new Prime Minister of Scotland. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You saw that. Well, you didn't see it, but did you hear about it?
No.
Gee, you should. Oh God, the stuff that he got in response. So to be quite frank, there are a lot of people in the U.S. who really shouldn't vote because they don't know who's running their system. Period. Like he put a picture of himself with his face photoshopped onto a Supreme Court justice person, and
He photoshopped himself on top of Clarence Thomas and trolled the fuck out of people, and it was glorious.
yeah, and people legit thought he was a Supreme Court justice person in real life, and yeah, they were cursing him and calling him all sorts of names and death threats out the max, and he's just like, hoes be mad, eh? He's just like, hoes be mad.
I'm screenshot this face for you, Jen. And I hope it I hope it makes you want to barf as much as the thought of it is making me want to barf.
Alrighty. She is sending me stuff.
Okay, save. Come on, save. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, chop chop. I'm gonna save it as ew. And then I'm gonna go to Discord, and I'm just gonna put it in the general so you can just see it. Everybody can see it. You included. This is for all of my peeps. Use/command create thread upload a file. That's what I want. Okay, where is ew? Because I'm telling you right now. Ew. Just the face on this guy. Come on, where's ew? Where did I put it? Oh God, I don't know where I saved the face. Ah, shit. Where did I save the face? Did I save it?
It's the Invisible Man.
He is now invisible. Probably because just ew. Oh no, I don't know where I put it, and this makes me sad. Alright, you know what? I'll just copy and paste it. How about I do that? Guys, you gotta see this really ugly face.
Okay, First Minister. Sorry, Scotty. I wasn't sure if it was Prime Minister or Minister or what the title was, but you knew what I meant. Like, leader of Scotland. You should make him your new William Wallace. For Cax. I think he's done that before too. I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, copy. Paste. Paste. Oh, come on!
Is it too big? Because you might have to save it first and then share it.
Maybe this face is just so ugly. And so... I don't know, that just... I don't know what to say about this, other than ew. Just... Oh, I know where I put it now. Okay. Alright. This is just like... Even my computer is just going, this is too gross, man. I just can't. There it is. Alright, enter. Finally! Just look at that face!
I don't know where to find it.
It's in general in our server.
Oh. So Trudeau?
Yeah. Just that face! Is it as bad as I'm picturing it right now?
Well, he's just standing in front of a bunch of flags, which is ironic. And he's trying to pull the I really care about you guys, but to be honest, I think he's pulling the fake eyebrows again.
That's what he's doing. He's saying historic wrongs can make Canada Day celebrations tough for everyone.
So people who protest who don't like you are illegal now. And yet again, I come back to my question. Why? Because if that's the case, then, like, why haven't we arrested you yet? Because you totally hated Stephen Harper, and I know for a fact you were totally about protesting before. It's not about your feelings, sir. It's about getting the communication across, and nobody who's going to these events is what you are saying. Anytime that shit corrupts up, they're conveniently connected to you.
I love how he stands there and goes, everybody come to our country, but at the same time, our country is the worst.
Oh,
so
no.
Don't come to our country.
He didn't say everyone come to my country. He said everybody who's been vaccinated come to my country. My body,
and
my
make sure
choice
your
for...
skin color doesn't resemble mine.
Oh, no, he didn't. He was okay with that. If you just had to be, like, rich. You have to have super money.
Today, we celebrate the country we love and the people we share it with. Canada is home to over 38 million people. So, whatever. Canadians who live in cities and towns, big and small. People who are indigenous to this land, and those who've been here for weeks, months, years, or for generations. Trudeau's statement began. Canada is strong because of our diversity, no matter what our faith is, unless, it's not Christian, because if it's Christian, then blah.
Well, even if it wasn't Christian, it's really about whether or not they agree with him, because several Sikhs were like, hey,
fuck you.
Yeah, and several natives were like, hey, fuck you, and several black people were like, hey, fuck you, and several Filipinos are actually starting to get pissed off, and those guys take a lot of grief from a lot of places.
Hey, Jen, you know what the natives are saying?
Fuck you, Trudeau.
Fuck who are you? Fuck who are you? Fuck who are you? Sorry.
Well, he's proven to be two-faced several times to you guys. To your face. To your face.
Yep.
I'm not saying there's some people who don't still vote, but you always kind of question their pocketbooks. You shouldn't, because that's not cool, but you do. But there are too many communities who are saying, no, actually, sir, you're not talking to everybody. You're talking to your friends, and your friends are like, yeah, you're doing a great job by being a coward. There is nobody who is opposing you who is so scary that you can't sit down and have a conversation with. And even if you didn't want to, because fair enough, that's not really how any system really works. You could send out your people to talk to us, but your people don't think highly of us at all. In fact, they think that we're the dirt beneath their feet. And
No
we're
matter what our faith is, where we were born,
yeah.
what color our skin is, what language we speak, or who we love, we are all equal to members of this great country, unless you are the dirty unvaccinated, and then fuck you, I'm not talking about you.
Or the vets.
Yeah.
And just remember, nobody loves Justin Trudeau like Justin Trudeau loves Justin Trudeau.
Ladies, find yourself a man that loves you like Justin loves Justin.
I know, right?
Today we celebrate the place we all call home. I know for some, our country's historic wrongs can make that difficult. But while we can't change history, we can put in the work to build a better future. One that reflects our values of hope, resilience, kindness, respect, and vaccinations. I mean, generosity, he said.
Well, he could have started like back in 1996, because I hate to break Mr. Trudeau's soul a little bit, but back in 1996, he was old enough to vote out the refugee schools, or not the refugee schools, sorry, the native schools. I went completely weird there. But he was old enough to vote that shit out. I wasn't. Like, I was barely out of grade school for that. But he was old enough to vote.
Yeah.
So
and if he was truly wanting to work towards fixing that,
why didn't
it's not the reparations. It's not the this. It's not the that. Release the fucking names. Release all the fucking names. If you actually cared, release the fucking names.
Yeah.
But you won't, which means you don't care.
No.
I read.
But he will happily dance on your kids' graves, knowing that stuff. And he'll happily drag me under the bus, even though I was a child at the time, and anybody who was my age at the time, yet again couldn't vote. And a lot of us who are maybe a little bit older still couldn't vote. And a lot of us actually probably did try to vote, but do you know how many times we've tried to vote and it didn't do shit?
You know what?
So
if Trudeau
got a
really
weird question. Trudeau, Bieber, what the fuck is it with y'all and Justin's up there?
I don't know.
Just in case, make a Justin.
You know what? If Trudeau was truly sorry for what Canada did to us, he would make an amendment to the treaty right now today and say, listen, all you people that got taken out of the treaty because you lost your band title, because you put French Catholic on your birth certificates to not go to those residential schools, we're going to include you back into the treaty again. All those kids from the 1960s scoop that lost their band number and their status, we're going to give it all right back to you. And what we promised we'd give you, we will give you. If he actually gave a shit, that's what would happen. But he doesn't. And if the natives actually gave a shit about the bodies they're digging up, that's what they'd be demanding.
Yes.
But they're not. They'd abolish CAS because that 1960s child scoop never stopped. It's still going. There are lists of native families. They have lists of people to investigate when they have kids. They have lists.
Yeah. Well, they got to keep you manageable, mailable, because you're a profit for them.
It's on that fucking list.
shouldn't be
I
a
won't.
list at all.
No, there shouldn't be.
That shouldn't
That list
exist.
shouldn't exist.
It shouldn't. Like, just the minute you said people are on a list, the first time I heard you tell me that, I was just like, there shouldn't exist a list for anybody. Unless you are on a registry that is legally meant to exist, like sex offenders. There should be no lists.
And even then, you should be guilty before they put you on it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not guilty, then you don't deserve to be on it.
Mm-hmm.
Justin and Jessica. Jesus Christ. Thanks, Red.
Hi, Red. Justin and Jessica's. Actually, I don't know a lot of Jessicas. I know more Christina's than I do Jessica's.
Yeah.
Chris is still a fairly popular name. Not just for my brother, but girls. And we're
I
very
knew three Chris. In my one classroom, we had 2 Jasons and 3 Chris's. And I'm like, that's 5 out of the 18 of us. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. We're a Christian nation. Chris is
But-
malleable between boys and girls.
We had no Matts. None. Not one. So, yeah.
That makes me feel a little better.
There were no Matts or Matthews. Only Chris's and Jason's. And then I vowed my son, if I had one, would never be a Jason or a fucking Chris. Or a Peter. We had 2 Peters. It's like, fuck off with this shit. Don't you have more names than that?
John?
We didn't have any Johns either.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which I was like, okay. But yeah, there's Justin's speech. It is hard to drink and watch fireworks today because of our history. Fuck off. Just fuck you, bud.
Like, all these people are acting like most of us aren't going out and doing our own thing. Like, I've legit said multiple times today, the only reason I haven't is because I'm an introvert. Like, I've thought about it, been like, I should go downtown, but I'm like, I really have to have a real reason to go downtown. If I had friends to meet up with, yeah, I'd go, but like, I don't, so it's like, that's weird. But most of us are still doing shit. Most of us have flags, most of us are going, like, if you have kids and there's things open for the kids, they're going. Nobody has stopped because of Justin. In fact, I'd say a lot of us out here are going to spite Justin. Because fuck that guy. It's also a little bit of a protest right now because they're trying to shame our flag.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know if you could hear that, but that was Wilson arguing with you for no reason.
Hi, Wilson. He likes our flag. He's like, the flag is awesome, but I'm going to tear it to shreds because I'm a cat. And if you dangle shit in front of me, I'm going to tear it to shreds.
He's like, I love that flag to pee on.
And hump.
What do you want? You want this? You want your cat pot?
Yeah.
I just vacuumed, you know. You want your pot, huh? Yeah?
Oh, he
If you
is,
want.
Red. He does that anyway. It's just, you're not allowed to bring a flag with you when you deliver the donuts and champagne to him because you'll be fined or
I think
potentially imprisoned.
Didn't he take down all the Canadian flags around Parliament, too?
Mm-hmm. Oh, he still has them in the office, but outside, yeah, they're all gone. There's nothing on Parliament Hill. He's a piece of shit. He is so anti-Canadian. I'm like, dude, just move then. Step down. Your Minister Freeland is already doing your job anyway. Mr. Speaker! She's already doing your job anyway, so just step down and go move to where you want to be. Go live with your Parisian friends. Go live with your communist friends. Go be where you feel like you fit right in. Because you hate us. But we're the most easygoing country of people. And you can't even talk to us. And your friends are so frightened of us because you've hyped up this fear factor. I'm like, we're Oompa Loompa land, sir. We only really get violent when you give us a reason to, and you haven't. What you've given us a reason to is to advocate to get rid of you legally, which is what we're trying to do, politically speaking. And not meeting up with James Top, and at least talking to the guy, finding out what he's actually about, learning about his story, just listening to the guy, and giving that to Pierre. You gave that to Pierre. Listen, a lot of people prefer Maxime, but they would prefer to get rid of you. So giving anything to Pierre is giving him votes. And you're anti-Canadian. We're about Canada right now. Coast to coast. I don't give a shit what you look like. As long as you help me get rid of Trudeau, you're my buddy right now. And I know that sounds gross, but sometimes your buddy at the time is the one helping you get rid of the enemy. And you're going after children, you're going after our vets, you're going after our elderly, you're going after our jobs, you're taking the piss out of our dead. And yes, you have violated our rights. So I don't give a shit if you like my point of views. I have the right to protest. As long as I'm not causing vandalism, I'm not stopping traffic, I'm not hurting anybody, I'm not instigating fights with anybody, I have the right to protest. I know that there's some places where you have to register to do that. I do understand that there's legal things that you kind of do have to do with cities. But if I want to take my mask off on the train so I can protest, well, I am fucking gonna do it. Go ahead, BG, talk. Trucker, do something. I know I'm ranting, but, back me up.
Oh, no, I'm just going, wow. Just...
What'd you find? Was it mind-numbingly like...
I've just found a lot of mind-numbing things, but I'm trying to ignore all the American stuff, but that's all that's being flooded through here right now. It's just American. One Canadian story about Trudeau, and after that, American.
4th of July is in 3 days. Yeah, it's going to be American for a couple days.
Like, for example, I'm hoping this happens in South Carolina because that will give my honey bunny more work. Radical environmentalists deflate tires of SUVs in NYC, vow to hit other U.S. cities. Good job, Cios. Falsely claims Justice Clarence Thomas said COVID vaccines are created with cells derived from aborted children. They're wrong. He never said that. However, these vaccines were created from aborted children, so you're wrong about who said it, but you're right about the fact that it happened. Let's see. House Dems introduced transgender Bill of Rights, and it's like transgender rights fall under human rights, which means there shouldn't be a transgender Bill of Rights, because that doesn't make you equal, that makes you above human rights. So fuck off with that shit. Let's see. Thousands of flights canceled as pilots strike heading into July 4th weekend. Biden official says American families must endure high gas prices for the good of the liberal world order. Fuck off with that shit. DeSantis warns border crisis could get even worse if Biden administration revokes Remain in Mexico policy. There's more American. Mitch McConnell slams Biden for comments attacking the Supreme Court at NATO summit. Big deal. Nancy Pelosi ignores resolution to allow last surviving World War II Medal of Honor recipient to lie in honor at U.S. Capitol.
Wow.
Why?
Because she's gross.
Well, she does like to elbow children in the face.
Because there's no political gain in burying them there.
Biden says Americans should pay higher gas prices for as long as it takes to make people switch to electric cars. California
also-
school board member calls for boycott of Independence Day. Okay. Like, is there anything of patriotic value that I can find? Nope. You know what? Congratulations, Canada, on inventing the zipper.
And the Canadarm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once upon a time, Canada used to be that place that could contribute to medical science, and now we're led by Prime Minister Medical Clown Face. 3 times.
Debate over maple leaf resumes. We have a debate over the maple leaf.
Yeah, because they think it's Nazi symbolism now.
It's from a tree. What did the tree ever do to you? But don't worry, it resumes as convoy protests return to Ottawa. I promised Skittles I wouldn't go downtown to be a protester. I promise, but it's getting really hard to end this day sitting here at my desk instead of being down at ground zero.
Well,
However, I didn't promise
run
that
into,
tomorrow I wouldn't go.
If you run into Viva Fry again,
Hmm?
ask him exactly how tall is he.
Okay.
Because he's barely taller than you.
Yeah,
I
his
think
his hair, his height is based off his hair.
He's at least 5'3".
But you can add at least 4 inches to that with the hair.
Let's see. Why some in Saskatchewan aren't celebrating Canada Day? Probably because you forced us to get jabbed. Ottawa celebrates Canada Day in person. Wow. Like, why is that newsworthy? Because you stopped us from going outside. Let's see. The Canadian experience through the eyes of newcomers to small town Manitoba. Small town Manitoba? You mean small town in Manitoba? Manitoba isn't a small town, it's a fucking province.
They don't think highly of anybody past that province, do they? No, you guys haven't built anything since, blah, 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 blah times. And then you go out there and you're like, actually, I haven't been to Manitoba since I was, like, really little. All I remember about Manitoba is they have a plague of mosquitoes everywhere, every summer.
You mean like everywhere else?
Yeah.
While celebrating, Canada must also acknowledge wrongs to Indigenous people, says founder of Altona nonprofit. Fuck off. You don't speak for all of us. And you know what I say? As a native Indigenous person who is a direct result from native schools, fuck off. Just fuck off.
No, it's always nice when you have people speaking for you that you'd rather didn't. Pew pew!
I know several people who just went through a month of that shit.
Just Katrina, Havana, whatever the fuck your name is.
Haas and Pepper Incorporated.
Harina. Oh, not Katrina, Karina, sorry. Is working hard to learn English. The first step on the path to her dream of starting a manicure business and becoming a Canadian citizen. Well, if you don't want to learn English, there's always French. Just go to Quebec. My name is Karina, and I am happy to be here. She writes, then reads in English. Well, that's great. At least you're not Quebecer.
But she's also speaking on behalf of a group of people that she's barely had time to know.
And guess where she's from?
Ukraine?
Ukraine.
Yeah.
Who have fled war and are now in Alberta, or Altona, sorry, a small community in southern Manitoba. You know what? Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, same shit to me. Prairie dogs.
Yeah, they're gonna do that again. They always do. Because Saskatchewan did have the first big leap of Ukrainians. But here's the thing, back in the day when they fled here, they were fleeing communism. They were fleeing Lenin, and then they were fleeing Stalin. And the ones coming over here, some of them might agree with Mr. Trudeau, and some of them will not. Just kind of like some of the people at the truckers event were also Ukrainian. I just hate that our government is using Ukraine as it's a propaganda piece. It is a propaganda piece. I want nothing to do with their war. I think that this is something they should settle on their own. And I'm sorry if they lose. But I'm tired of being dragged into things that I don't understand because too many people are liars. And this lady might have her own intentions, but I'm always going to question that because of that.
She left her 19-year-old brother and mother behind.
Yeah.
To come live with her aunt in Manitoba.
Yeah.
She's among the newcomers who want to remind local residents how lucky they are to live in Canada. Even as others say, Canadians must acknowledge the country's history. No, why? I am sorry, but I am not going to make the white population that had nothing to do with residential schools bear the burden of the government's shit. I am not one of those natives that is prepared to do that. So stop assuming that every single Indigenous person wants that, because I will be the first one to say fuck off.
It's also
Canada doesn't have to acknowledge shit. You know who does? The government. The end.
It's also incredibly dishonest because there's no white person that I don't know who doesn't get frustrated with the Native American situation, because in all honesty, it would be better for everybody involved if the situation actually worked out for both of us, because knowing that somebody else is suffering or not doing well when they should be, because there's no difference between me and BG, except for maybe she tans a little better than I do. You know, her history is a little different in terms of her ancestry, but at the end of the day, we're both in the same country. She's still across country, you're my neighbor, but you know, you're still my neighbor in that sense. The Cree, the Blackfoot, the Métis have all been my neighbors, whether I knew their names or not, because like I said, that was weird stuff for me. Like, you didn't just go around asking people that stuff. It was kind of frowned on. Like, it's kind of impolite. I don't know why. But nowadays, I know everybody's name. But you were just the native kid who was kind of cool and I hung out with you. Or you were the native teacher who was teaching me, so I was respectful and sat my ass on the ground and kept my mouth shut. Unless you were asking me questions, and then I responded. I learned a lot from natives. Don't think I don't know stuff that I don't understand, because I do. A lot I don't understand, but I know it. Ugh.
Yep.
The amount of times I make a quote and somebody's like, yeah, I know where you got that from. And I'm like, it was probably the native community. I'll acknowledge that, happily. Because that means I learned something from somebody else who doesn't necessarily look like me. Different perspectives are good. You guys have some cool stories, and you had some cool heroes and stuff. Learning about your neighbors is fun. It's how you make friends. I hate people. I love people and I hate people at the same time. I think that's how you age in this world, is you love people and you hate them at the same damn time.
I hate how twisted this is. I really do. Happy Canada Day, everybody, but fuck off politics.
I know, right? I'm grateful to have you in my country, and I'm grateful to be in the same country as you.
There we
Canada. Happy Canada Day.
Dirty Albertan. There's the gratitude I have, dirty prairie dogs. Goddamn, with their steak and their fucking stampede and shit. The Rocky Mountains and their hot springs. Oh, that would be so nice right now.
So I'm still happy for the Stampede, but I have a couple question marks because I think the Stampede might have hired some woke people. And I hope that whoever they hired that was woke gets fished out really, really quickly because the Stampede cannot handle another year of loss. They cannot. GMC.
No. You know what they need?
Yeah.
They need beer, steaks, and hot springs.
Yes.
And anything beyond that, fuck off.
And people dressed up in their weird cowboy gear because, you know, we don't all do that here, but, you know, for one day of the year, we might hype it up on the cowboy. It's fine.
Yeehaw. We're not Texans, but we try to. You know, we try to be every once in a while.
Yeah, see, the thing is it's not that we don't do the Texas thing, it's just we do it our own way anyway, because we're not Texas. If there's resemblance, it's because the stuff that we use is similar material, we trade a lot, but we do it different. That's why we're Canadian. Because we're not American.
Yeah.
But you know what? I wouldn't say no to a Texas brisket. You know, have you ever, I know you don't see stuff anymore, but have you ever had someone describe Texas barbecue to you?
Yes.
Because I really want to try it. Like,
What, a good mesquite?
yes.
You can get those at some Rib Fest places.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Rib Fest is coming back around. It's the time of year for Rib Fest.
Oh, that was the funniest thing I saw today. So, yet again, Twitter delivered for random stuff for me today, and some guy in New York ordered a plate of ribs, and they were plant-based, and he was surprised. He was like, I don't think I ordered that, but oh my god, what the hell are you making this with? You know, he took a bite, and he was like, what the shit is this? It looked like dry salmon. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Or like Kit Kat bars.
God, if they feed me plant-based ribs at Rib Fest this year, I will start a fucking riot.
You will throw them at them. Yeah, they looked like giant Kit Kat bars and barbecue sauce. Only
you know,
floppy.
I don't have a dog anymore, but when I had my dog, I used to go down to Rib Fest, and I used to raid the trash cans for like hundreds of bones.
Mm.
And then I would boil them and strip them and feed them to the dog.
Yeah.
It lasted her for like a good year. I just kept them in the freezer. Just here's a Rib Fest bone. There you go, Ahmad. There you go. It's like we take a whole street downtown and we just dedicate it to those food trucks. And they come up from Merca. And so you just go to the southern trucks and you're like, give me some good old southern American meat. And they go, ding, 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 rack of ribs, boom. And I'm like, fuck it, eh? Yeah. Yeah. I'm not. They give me that plant-based shit, I will start a fucking riot. I really will. I want meat. I'm gonna walk in to the Rib Fest people, and they're gonna go, what do you want? And I'm gonna go, meat! They're gonna go, what kind of meat? I'm gonna go, meat. I just want meat.
That is dark but funny, Red. She said, you're not Texan, but you'll still trample people with horses. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw there, bud.
It's Johnny! Yeah, he came to visit. I missed his stream. Like, I was staying up with the intentions of watching your stream, and then like half an hour before your stream started, I was like, I can't do it. I can't. It was like too hot. And day 3 of not sleeping properly because I'm not good with heat. I am in the proper country because for the majority of the year, I can sleep properly. But for like a couple of days of the year, it'll spike and my sleep is like questionable. But I tanked it about 8:30 and then didn't wake up until about 6:30.
Meat_ribs donated $2 Suck my bones, baby.
Meat
Suck
ribs.
em real good.
So now, see, that's the bone I don't mind sucking because that one doesn't spit weird shit into your mouth.
Oh, and you can buy bottles of their sauce.
What the hell did that say?
I'll click. I'll double click on the thing.
She's being kind and she's ignoring what I said, which is good. Hey, listen, I'm 40. If I had no sex life, I would be very, very sad. Very. 20 years ago was still 20 years ago, okay?
Meat.
Red says no, she's gonna boil your bones. Bobby?
Meat.
Your Bobby? She's going to boil your Bobbies? Your Bobbies? Meat.
Okay, let's see. That said, suck my bones, baby. Suck 'em real good. Is it gonna have that delicious bone sauce?
Oh my god. That's fantastic. BG, I need a favor. I need to run to the little girl's room, so I'm going to go do that. Could you instruct her, carry the stream for 2 minutes?
Okay.
I've been drinking coffee.
Nero donated 2 Canadian dollars. Suck me from the long, hard bone.
Ooh. I want bone sauce in my mouth right now.
Somebody
I want
clip that.
No.
Somebody please clip that.
No. But that bone sauce. Oh, especially if you go to that Texas one and they're like, we got our sauce. I'm like, okay. Suck me from the long, hard bone. Oh, yeah, and that meat just drizzles off and.
Okay, so now I know what marrow means. Okay.
Yeah, you just. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, but it has to be the right kind of bone. It's not a man bone. It's a beef bone or a pork bone. But not the man pork bone, just the pork. And so you got the pork bone and you just shove it in your face and all the meat just falls off like you just Like how does the meat stay on the bone when you bite into it it just all falls off? I don't understand how that happens, but however you guys do that.
There's a membrane. There's actually a bit of a membrane on the bone. It's actually more of an optical illusion than anything else. The meat's hanging onto this little membrane, not the bone itself. You ever notice when you pull meat from a rib, there's still that little indent from where the bone was around the meat, or where the meat was wrapped around the bone?
Yeah.
It's a little membrane that actually falls apart faster, or a little bit longer than anything else.
Yeah, but it's so good. The man bones connected to the
Never mind.
I mean,
now, red feather. To be honest, when it comes to the mass-produced, everybody makes it barbecue sauce. You still can't go wrong with Casey Masterpiece or Bullseye.
Bullseye's not bad. At least up here, it's fairly cheap up here, so it's one of those things where you can stock up on it. Other sauces, sauce up here, like any kind of condiment sauce, ridiculously priced. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm not surprised.
Like,
unless you go to Rimfest.
At the very best, our no-name ketchup,
Red Feather, I think
very
it
good.
is a tendon, but I just call it a membrane. It's a very generic name I use.
The thing is, if you cooked a man bone, there's no actual bone. So how would you eat that man bone off a bone if there's no actual bone there?
Isn't it more like cartilage than necessarily bone?
No, it's more like a tendon than a cartilage.
So you'd have to chop it up and cook it while it's hard.
No, it'd just be a soft sausage.
Loretta Bobbitt.
Yeah, so really.
Well, the thing is, if you cut it off while it's hard, it's going to be a blood sausage.
Yeah, pretty much, because that's where all the blood is.
Fuck that. I'll stick with pork.
Well, there's always cow ribs.
Tell
Cow
y'all-
ribs aren't bad.
Tell y'all what, y'all talking ribs. Y'all talking ribs, but when it comes to barbecue, might I suggest trying a good big hunk of pork belly
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Especially
because-
pork belly pulled pork.
well, the thing is, when it comes to pork belly, that's the part of the pig they use to make bacon from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So basically, imagine a hunk of, just a big old hunk of bacon.
Yep.
My wife loves it when I actually smoke pork belly at the house and make homemade bacon.
Mm.
Because the thing is, I'll smoke it. It takes forever to smoke. When I smoke it, it's 12 hours.
But you
the
get
thing
that
is,
smell
as
all
soon as-
day.
Yeah, and the thing is, when I shut it all down, you have to sit and let the meat cool in the smoker, or it will fall apart while you're taking it out.
Yeah, so it smells like that for longer.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that sounds good, actually. Here's the thing. Too many people don't make their own food and don't realize what they're missing out on.
Hey, Red Feather, thank you very much. A hunk of bacon, love. Lord Almighty, I smell that hickory smoking.
All right,
Had
now
to
I'm
go
just
there.
looking up when Rib Fest is.
I do feel for that poor guy from New York, though. Like, that would have been such a shit surprise. Like, you go to eat your rib, and you're questioning in the first place because you're like, what? Why is it shaped like that?
Ah, son of a bitch, it was in June. Well, that sucks. Now I gotta wait until next year.
Oh, Baron, why do you have to share weird stuff with me?
It was in June? Now I'm sad.
Alright, so when I'm done this video, I will be watching Baring's video, because the thing he posted is just ridiculous sounding. Male blood donor rejected because he won't disclose if pregnant. We are going downhill, folks, fast. But at least that's Australia, and we all know that Australia is a fake country, just like New Zealand. I get that from Terry.
Red Feather, I have taken a vegan to a barbecue festival.
How'd
Fuck.
that go?
He said for that one day he was not vegan.
Our Rib Fest kicked off Pride Month. Fuck. Well, that just makes me sad.
Of course it
Well,
did.
that'll just make you confused about what bones who was smoking.
That just makes me sad.
Yeah, that is, because that would have brought more people out than necessarily the gay pride. Like, no offense, people are still, like, about people trying to live their own lives, but the stuff that was going on at gay pride this year was enough for most people to be like, no, you don't need to see Mr.'s Willy Willy. You don't need to see Mr.'s Willy Willy. No, 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 no. But then you bring in the ribs and people are like, yeah, I want to take my kids for cheap ribs.
Essentially, yeah. Damn it.
Dirty move.
I'm gonna have to wait until next year. That makes me sad.
Yeah. Do you guys have a wing fest?
No.
Oh. Ooh. I mean, it would have been nice, too. Wings are good. They're not ribs, but they're good.
They're not ribs.
Oh.
That face. And
What's
it's
going
not
on,
from
Johnny?
Texas.
Tell you what, though, just be very careful about one thing. Tell your boyfriend when he comes up, if he brings you ribs, if he brings you barbecue, tell him leave that fucking Carolina sauce at the house. That vinegar shit. Fuck
Yeah. Fuck that shit. Oh, you mean that salad dressing, Carolina?
that. No, Carolina has a style of barbecue sauce that is vinegar based.
Well, that makes you sad.
It is nasty.
That makes me sad. That just makes me sad. Now I want meat. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, in 2 hours the fireworks start. Should I get my ass up and go in person, or should I say fuck it and just go to bed?
Depends on how cold it is, because when I was watching videos of people walking up and down, it looked like it had the potential to rain again. I would go. I would go. But make sure that you have a plan. Like, before you do anything, make sure you got a plan to get home. Because it might be busy for the trains and stuff.
So Canada Day is usually at Parliament Hill.
Mm-hmm. Well,
And
it technically is still.
after the fireworks, no, it's not. It's at LeBreton Flats.
Yeah, there's still people out in front of the mid-hill.
Yeah, but the fireworks are at LeBreton Flats.
Okay.
Usually the fireworks are right at the Parliament Towers. And so you see the fireworks come up behind the clock tower, and it's nice. We don't have that this year. It's at LeBreton Flats, where we usually have Blues Fest. Now, there's usually tens of thousands of people down fucking town, so they have to close down all the streets downtown. You can't drive down there at all because there's just people. Just a sea of fucking people. So, after the fireworks, it takes you like an hour just to get away from the fucking Parliament buildings, and everybody's just walking real slow. And then all the buses are free, and people are usually hanging off the fucking buses because they have to send like 20 buses. But luckily, if it's at LeBreton Flats, I gotta take the train, which means I don't have to fuck worry about the buses. Fuck that! I get to take the fucking train.
So it's a little bit easier then.
And everything is free Canada Day. But it's free for me anyway because I'm blind. So I can just walk from LeBreton Flats back to the O train, take the train, and get home.
That might be better anyway. I mean, I was a little bit worried with it being in front of Parliament there because even though they might not see the fireworks, there was a bunch of people in and out.
It's at Parliament Hill every year, and there was one year that the royal family was there, and so it brought tourists. But I've been down there in those crowds. Hey, Dro, and it's not that bad. I mean, it looks intimidating until you've done it a few times, and then it's no biggie. But LeBreton Flats is probably going to be easier. I assume the sea of people is going to be so damn tight that I might as well just stay at the train station to watch the fucking fireworks, if I'm being honest. Because there's already tens of thousands of people down there.
Well, you guys got a flood of people. Like, I acknowledge that they might not have come in with their trucks. And I suspect that our guys might be doing stuff somewhere. I don't know. But you guys got a flood of at least, what, 10,000 people came to your city?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Which we've seen that before. So it's no biggie. It's just this year, for the first year since I've been alive, it's not in front of the government buildings. And I'm pretty pissed they did that just because the significance of that is annoying. The fact that every Canada Day we stand on Parliament Hill and party used to be the greatest feeling ever. It would be like everybody going to the White House and drinking and partying right on the White House lawn. And they just took that from us.
Yes, they did.
And Justin shouldn't be able to just go, you know what, this is my lawn, get off it.
It's not
It's
his
like
house.
him going, get off my lawn. And I'm like, you motherfucker, really? And now he's saying it's hard to celebrate Canada Day? Fuck right off. Okay?
Because it's not all about him. It's not in favor of him, so it's not about him. It's sad.
To say how I should feel about this, screw off.
Well, I would think that your community out of anybody would be the most mad.
Oh, we're all pissed. We're like, you moved it? As if you have the right to do that, you piece of shit. Native people used to put teepees up on Parliament Hill and sit there and watch fireworks.
Yeah.
And we'd stand there with our white brethren together.
Yes.
For once, we weren't standing one on the res, one on federal lands. It was everybody stood together.
Because we're all Canadians. We are all Canadians here. Like, You chose to stay on this side of the border. Ah, our guy is not. He's not for us. He's not us. Uh, it's shocking. I'm grateful that
Yeah.
I'm kind of grateful my grandfather wasn't around to see this.
Big Joe, don't do that. Don't do that.
What did he donate?
Do not congratulate Cryptic's stupid hockey team. Okay? Do not do that here. Okay? That is a bannable offense. Big Joe, you are canceled. You are canceled. Right now, you're fucking canceled. How dare you? Do not say congrats to Cryptic. Don't do it. And thank you for the happy Canada Day, Big Joe, but don't do that.
That's funny.
You are canceled.
Let me pull up Twitter. I had stuff to talk about, and now I'm like, what? Oh, I went up for a little bit, and then I think I offended somebody. Ooh, Della. Della was like, happy Canada Day. Yeah, I thought I annoyed him for a while there, because I do talk about Canada a lot, and he was like, I need a break from our politics. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Care what you do in private, Big Joe, but don't you congratulate that slanty-eyed guy with his stupid avalanchers in my fucking chat, damn it. Senators fans only. Grrr.
So this will be the last time that this stream ever sees the light of day.
As Pangu's dad wanks.
Do what?
That's the meme that showed, right? Wait. That's the thing saying somebody made a donation. Shit. Donation? Really?
Oh my god, the Toronto Star. Families, not freedom convoy protesters flock to Ottawa. I hate to break it to you. Hold the line chants are back as protesters begin marching down. Yeah, so thank you very much, Toronto Star, who totally doesn't suck Trudeau's cock. I am so open with my opinions today. It's amazing. Yeah, go ahead.
No, that was me. That's because it wasn't showing the live thing. I thought Pangu's dad was wanking again, but I was just seeing something from some other time a while ago. So, Pangu's dad was not having a wank. That makes me sad. Pingu, not Pangu? Fuck off. I'll say it however I fucking want to, Scotsman. You know, you're one to talk, you're Scottish. You don't even know how to say English. And you live in Britain. You Scots. Skirt dressing dog.
Wow. So Trudeau posted a picture of himself with his family, and his kids look so depressed. He made them all dress up in like Canadian flag colors, and like I've never seen kids more embarrassed in their life.
Canada Day is kind of like the shitty Christmas sweater day, where everybody pulls out their cheese Canada Day stuff.
Yeah.
It's like grandma making you wear a sweater.
No, there was a Freedom March. I wonder if that's mine or yours. No, that's yours. It's one of those things where some of our parliament buildings, like, they're not the same, but the design looks similar from certain angles, and you're just looking like, no, that's Ottawa. That's Ottawa. Yeah, no. Look for the street flag that you could barely read. You would have fun with that one, Trucker. You'd be like, fuck you, Canadians, and your little tiny signs. Don't waste my time with your little tiny signs.
Wow,
trust
they
me,
ticketed and
trust me.
towed people.
Yep.
I can tell you a couple places in the U.S. where it's bad.
So you know what I
They have
mean?
signs in 2 different languages.
Yeah, you're just like, why is it so tiny? I mean, I know they have like GPS and things like that, but GPS is, you know what I mean? Sometimes it'll send you around stupid places that you didn't need to go.
Yeah. Yeah. My GPS is like that. Sometimes it thinks I actually want to go to, or my GPS thinks I want to go to New York.
72 vehicles towed inside downtown auto exclusion zone around Parliament Hill. Why is there an auto exclusion zone? Because no, I mean, I don't know why you're towing vehicles. Like, if Canada Day celebrations were at the Hill, I could see why there'd be no vehicles there. Because you're not allowed any vehicles around that area for Canada Day at the Hill. But the fact that you moved Canada Day celebrations to LeBreton Flats means there shouldn't be vehicles towed inside downtown auto exclusion zone. Like, what's an auto exclusion zone? If it's a road, a car goes on it. Wow. As anti-mandate protesters returned to the Capitol with few issues so far Friday. In a tweet, bylaw officials said the towing occurred inside the downtown vehicle exclusion zone. What does that mean?
It means you can't park your car there.
The zone is similar to what was set up in late April for the Rolling Thunder motorcycle rally and covers much of the downtown area. Within it, no street parking is permitted and no protest vehicles are allowed in until at least 6 a.m. on Monday. What are the businesses going to do? The zone expanded west on Albert Street to Bayview Station and east into the Byward Market on Canada Day. Like, Byward Market, that's where all of the businesses are. So no vehicle parking down there. It's already hard enough to find parking down there without being able to park anywhere. It's investigating the incidents, including reviewing video. Its initial investigations found an interaction with an officer became confrontational, and as the officer was choked. The service tweeted, "Police haven't clarified if the incident involved one or two officers." Despite the fact that there are arrests downtown Ottawa, Mayor Jim Watson said enforcement efforts seem to be working relatively well, especially compared to the weeks-long occupation. Fuck off. I think we're certainly better prepared. Okay. It's always a big day in Ottawa if Canada Day is celebrated. I love that. If Canada Day is celebrated. When isn't it celebrated? We wanted to make sure that people come here and they have an enjoyable, safe, fun experience. Okay. Later in the day, Watson said police told him there has been minimal activity. Okay. Organizers were scheduled to hold a freedom music concert featuring entertainers who became popular during the Freedom Convoy for performing on a stage that was set up in front of Parliament Hill on Wellington Street. Protesters had also been planning to march Friday to the Hill and hold a dance party. Great. Another dance party. Alberta's back.
I've always
As
been here.
was-
Ooh, what?
As was the case during the Rolling Thunder motorcycle rally in April, many of the Canada Day events are being coordinated by Veterans for Freedom,
It should be.
a group formed by central figures involved in the Freedom Convoy's weeks-long winter protests.
It should have been anyway. You know, it'd be good for our vets if it was.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Honestly, people are just making a bunch of crap and I'm just starting to get grumpy.
Starting.
Okay, you know what? I know I'm like a lot grumpy all the time, but this is starting to make me grumpy. Just should I go downtown? It's 8:30. Fireworks are at 10. Or should I just
Making
stay
your way
here?
downtown, walking fast. That's all I know
Trying
about
not
that
to get hit by a bus. Da, 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 da.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Right? Just let's not get hit by a bus.
Thanks to YouTube Shorts and TikTok, whenever I hear anybody joke about that song, all I can hear is somebody going, "Making my way downtown, walking fast. I'm a seagull. Go fuck yourself." Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah, essentially. Thanks, Big Drew. At least it's not making her whiny. That's true. I do know how to whinge. Okay, we should wrap it up here
Yes,
so I
you
can put on
do.
pants and go downtown.
She wants to go dance with
Yes.
the other people who are hopefully not going to get rained on. But I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a good event, and I would keep a phone with you just in case.
Oh, I'm gonna stay in Discord the whole fucking time.
Good.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Blind Girl has been doing this whole stream. She has not been wearing pants. She's been doing this stream pants off. Jen has not been wearing a bra.
Oh no, I have
Jen has been doing this stream bra off. I have not been wearing my jerkin. So I've been doing this stream. I ain't been wearing a jerkin. Shit.
I think you're old trucker. Just saying.
No, it's a Renaissance Festival joke.
Yeah,
Happy Canada
you're old.
Day, everybody.
All right, guys. Hope you all have a good Canada Day. And if you are American, I hope you have a good July the 4th with lots of good food. I was hearing stories from Pat, and I was like, God dang, I wish I could go down to visit people and eat food, and I can't because that requires money. And a border that doesn't
And
like...
Sunday Fun Day.
Yeah, that too.
That's right, Sunday Fun Day, the 12-hour thing. He's doing a fundraiser for Project Hummingbird.
Okay. All right. Oh, Red says that Trucker also has no panties or a bra. You don't know that.
I ain't got no panties on, Red.
I mean,
He was sitting there with his kilt having the AC blowing his nuts all day, so...
Yes, and that was actually a very nice feeling considering I was sitting here 100 degrees.
yeah.
At least his twig and berries were nice and frosty.
Right. He was
You know
saving his
what?
boys.
You know what? I do believe the guys got the wrong end of the stick on that shit. A breeze at the right time is quite liberating.
Oh dear. Yeah.
All right. Later, everybody.
Alrighty. So we are going to do the outro. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great one, and